This is a special breaking news edition. Wait a minute. This is a special JK on the Run YouTube edition. Special breaking news because, excuse me for a moment, we have received at Mobile Tech Manor the Vulcan FlipStart. News started leaking out about the FlipStart, soon to be released, just yesterday. And today we have in our possession, my hot little hands, the Vulcan FlipStart. I'm going to show you really briefly, it's going to be about a 10-minute video, quick overview. I'm going to show you what it's shipped with. Shipped with this nice little case, looks like a nice little man purse. It holds the unit, and it holds the typical headset microphone combination, kind of like a cell phone, which I tested this out with a Skype call to my good buddy and fellow podcaster Mark Orchant, and it worked fine. That'll fit in the case. We have the little port replicator. Now this port replicator is very small, snaps right onto the back. I haven't even tried snapping it on the back. Let's do that very quickly and see how this works, shall we? We shall see how it works. There's got to be a trick to this, I'm pretty sure. Hang on, you can't see, but I can. There we go. Fits right onto the back of the unit. It says FlipStart, very nice there, nicely done. It has 2 USB ports, Ethernet, another single audio in and out jack for the headset. It's got the power jack and of course the VGA out. And that's it. And as you can see, it's small enough it even fits in the pocket of the bag, the accessories pocket for the bag. Now let me see how to get this off of here, because I'm not sure. There we go. And it comes right off. Now, this is what you came to see. This is the Vulcan FlipStart. You see it says very nicely there, Vulcan FlipStart. Well, it says FlipStart. The unit, it's a little thick, but most of that, if you can see this bottom part, which is nice blue, the top and the bottom are blue, and then there's a black middle around. This bottom blue right here is all battery. And from just the brief time I've been playing with it, it looks to me like it's probably going to last about 4 or 5 hours. So it does increase the bulk of it a bit, but good battery life for a small device. Now on the back of the device itself, we have ventilation vent. Let me see if I can zoom in or zoom out a little bit. I want you to really see this. This is on the back, the hinge. You have got ventilation vents, a single USB port, and then this long thing is where the dock slides in. Nothing on this side. Nothing on the front side. And on the back side we have a number of buttons on the right side of the device, which I'm trying to make sure that you can see this nicely. This is a jog dial wheel, very, very welcome. That's the headphone jack right there. There's a little vent or speaker, I'm not sure which. And there's 3 little buttons here, which, to tell you the truth, I don't know what those are. Hang on just a minute, I'm going to try something here. I think that may have to do, it looks like it's a media player button. It's got a play pause in the middle, and then a forward and rewind. So you can actually play audio without opening the device up. Now, right on the cover of this, you're going to see something. This is where the innovation comes in. This is really cool. Now, this device runs Windows XP, And this screen uses the lid technology, which was the Windows XP, kind of the precursor to the Vista Sideshow. And what it does is really cool. When I push the jog dial buttons in the center, it activates. And I don't know if you can really see that well, but what it shows me, whoops, it times out really quickly, is battery life, time, date, and access to my email, calendar, contacts, and help for the info pane. But now, like for example, I want to go open up this email, and you use the jog dial to, I'm trying to get where you can see it, it's kind of hard to see. Spin through any emails that you've got in there, and then you click the button and the email opens, and then the jog dial scrolls you down through the email, and then this button just above the jog dial actually backs up to the previous screen. So it's pretty cool. And what this lets you do is actually look at your PIM data without having to turn on the device. It's in standby right now. So what I'm going to do is let me move this camera slightly. I'm going to move it down, maybe, if it'll let me, because I want you to get where you can really see the device itself. So let's open this baby up. What do you think? Whoa! Sorry, I can't see my monitor screen. So we open it up, and there's the thumb keyboard and the screen. 5.6-inch screen, displays. It's turning on automatically when I open the thing. As thumb boards go, it's as good as any I've tried. Since there's a lot of space, the keys are nice far apart. I don't hit double keys. I got used to this keyboard pretty quickly, actually. Up here we've got left and right mouse buttons. Make sure you can see. There we go. You've got a D-pad here, which is page up, page down, home and end keys, like on any keyboard. You've got Control-Alt-Delete key, power key, and here's where the innovation comes in, is the nice trackpad. That's my co-host over there. Can you hear him? This trackpad works just like any other laptops. It's pretty cool. Works really well. And then over to the right of the trackpad, we actually have a track stick. So you've got the best of both worlds, and both of those are activated with the left-right mouse button there. Full keyboard with a little bit of special stuff. Let me move down here very quickly and actually get us into Windows XP. Again, tapping on the trackpad is a left mouse button. Now, one of the cool things about this trackpad is, just like any other laptop, along the right edge of it is a scroll area. So you can actually scroll with this. But you can also scroll like in the web browser here, that's currently displaying the best mobile tech site on the web. You can actually scroll up and down with the jog dial on the right, which is what I'm doing now. I'm actually scrolling around that way. And in fact, now you have to excuse me because it's not a touch screen. It's basically a little laptop. So I still inadvertently try to tap stuff on the screen, but that's just me. Now, I got no web page displayed because I have not turned on the modem, which it says no device. Uh-oh. Let me pause for just a moment. Okay, sorry about that. I'm just going to boot into the device. I restarted it because I think I hung something up because I was screwing around before I started the video, and I shouldn't have done that, right? But there's a couple of special features to the FlipStart that I want to show you, because they set it apart from other devices in this category, at least for right now. One of them is right here. This is a teeny tiny webcam, and in fact the Skype call that I made to Mark Orchant that I mentioned earlier was full video, both sides, both of us, and it worked really well. The only, I guess, nitpicking thing is I would have put this camera up here, which would have given a better angle. In fact, Mark made a comment at one point that because of the way I had it adjusted, he was looking up my nose. And so that's because this is down, so with the screen tilted back where you can see it, it's actually shining up. Just a little thing, but it's nice having a webcam, and it was pretty cool. The other thing that we got, which I'm going to try to show you now, this thing has embedded EVDO. And quite frankly, I have not even tapped into my Wi-Fi network here. This EVDO, you know, I'm Mr. EVDO. I love it. It's fast. It works well. Sorry about this, but I'm just trying to make sure that you're seeing what I want you to see, what you want to see, which is this device right here. So right now I'm connected to the EVDO network. I'm going to jump down here really quickly and open up IE7, Internet Explorer 7, and I'm going to try to do something here to show you how fast the machine. This machine is fast. It's got a Pentium M. I think it's 1.1 or 1.2 gigahertz. It's got 500 mega, or yeah, half a gig of RAM, which is it's enough for Windows XP, although I think a gigabyte would have been better. Now, sorry, Internet Explorer 7, opening it up for the first time, and it's saying set all the I really mean it flags. Let's go back to our home page, which is where it should be, jkOnTheRun. But you can see it's very easy to manipulate and run around with this device. I can see this. I'm going to carry it and use it. I'll be using it for at least a little while before I have to send it back to Vulcan. And I want to thank Vulcan for giving me a very advanced pre-release unit. And it is pre-release. So, for example, all of the stuff I showed you that came with the device, this was not a retail package at all. So that may change. I don't know. I forgot to mention the little power adapter, which I have it down here because I was charging it when I first got it. Nice and small, very small. The device looks like it charges pretty quickly. So we've looked at Internet Explorer. What I wanted to do is maybe show you two things. One, how it is to type on the little keyboard. And like I said, it's very easy to type with this thing. As you can see, that was pretty quick. And of course I misspelled something because I'm live on the air, right? So let's see if this works better. No, I misspelled us two places. Oh, Murphy's Law, right? Sorry about this. This is going to end up being longer than I intended because I want to get this up quickly with perhaps a more detailed view later. What I'm trying to do here, and we are going there right now, is I thought I could. I want to do a speed test. I want to do a speed test to show you the EVDO quality in this thing, which is pretty cool. So here we go. This thing is a real browsing joy. I mean, it is. It's very nice to work with my RSS feeds with Google Reader, and just generally, I've got to install the Adobe Flash Player to do the speed test. Of course I do. Which I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that or not. So we may have to save the speed test for a future show. But let me just tell you, this is fast. I've just been on EVDO since I got it, and actually having a pretty good time. Now I have it set up, so that's basically it. There's a 30 gig hard drive in here. The fan is barely noticeable. It has a fan, Pentium M, it must have a fan. Not loud at all, kicks on only occasionally when it needs to. It's just, otherwise it's a very nice browsing experience. It's pretty cool, actually. So this is the Vulcan FlipStart. I don't even know what the official model number is. It doesn't say anywhere on it. It may have said on the bottom before I put the battery on. And I'll show you what the battery looks like in just a minute before we shut down here. But this is the FlipStart. Let me close out of here. Show you a couple other little cool things that they've done with it. I'll leave the EVDO running. They put a little utility that's got a hardware button right here that you can press, and you get a nice window that's got access to shortcuts, mail, calendar, internet, etc. So it's called the FlipStart Navigator. So that's pretty cool. And then there is a FlipStart Control Center, which I'm going to try to get this up here in just a minute, which is pretty nice little control panel, which lets you set Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, cellular settings, on, off, Ethernet wireless, Windows and other software. You go over here, you can turn the webcam on and off. It just looks like you've got complete power, navigator, system info. Let's try system info and just see what it says. View system information. So here we go. It's XP Service Pack 2. It's got the BIOS number, FlipStart, drivers, applications. Just basically shows you everything that's running for the FlipStart itself. So that's pretty cool. And one other thing I wanted to show you real quickly. There's a hardware zoom button right here. And what I found when I was talking to Mark Skype, the zoom button just zooms the active window, not the whole screen. And that was very useful when you want to just blow up something that, small window that you're trying to read something, but you don't want to blow up the whole desktop. You want to leave it the same. And that's what basically it does. It's like it's doubled the size of the window, and the resolution is still pretty good when it does that. So this has been jkOnTheRun YouTube edition, first look at the Vulcan FlipStart Ultra Portable PC. And I'll be writing some more detailed looks at it as I carry it around for a few days, and probably do a more detailed or perhaps a more detailed video review, show you actually stuff happening with it. That was the indicator lights that you were looking at. It's now shut itself down into standby, so once again we can now access our information here on the lid, the secondary display. Really cool. This is very useful. I can see the use for this. Very useful. Nice job. Oh, look at there. I didn't notice this. On the bottom of the battery is a button that gives you a signal or remaining battery life stream. That's cool. I love it when those have it. The Fujitsu P1610 doesn't have that. And in case you're, well, I don't want to take the battery off because I'm in standby and I'll lose all my memory that I have going on there. Ooh, look at this. I don't know what this is. I just discovered this. This nice little plate that says FlipStart. Looks like it has a little thing, and you can open this. And I'm not sure what's underneath that. That's one of those mysteries we'll have to see. Maybe after I get a little more information from Vulcan, exactly what that is. So, this has been JK on the Run, special YouTube edition, breaking news, first look at the Vulcan FlipStart. We'll be back to you really, really soon. Bye, everybody.